Hola amigos, soy Jane y esto es Fincarte.
There you go, wife.
Thank you. I shall make that my afternoon reading.
Yeah,
I have a very ancient book that was bought, I think, back in the 70s for how to use a freezer. A freezer for us then was quite a new invention. It wasn't a new invention at all, but it was quite a new thing for us to have a freezer. As you will have seen, my freezer arrived. Woohoo! So now I'm going to have to start baking. Look at this. I've got about 5, nearly 6 dozen eggs. And I have to use them up because I'm going to get another dozen today. I went and I found my very ancient freezer handbook. This book dates from 1984, so it wasn't quite the 70s, but you can tell by the picture it pretty much was. Anyway, the book is full of very useful hints and tips, and they're not all outdated. Some of them are. They seem to think that buying ready-made frozen food is better than freezing your own produce from the garden, which they said wasn't worth the effort. But of course, in the 1980s, they were not considering so much things like the pesticides used to grow these vegetables, the food miles. Today I'm going to make cakes. I decided to make a rice cake.
Okay. Okay.
I'm actually talking to the camera. Now you alternate a spoonful of egg white with a spoonful of rice flour and gently fold it in. One at a time. I'm actually going to start using the metal spoon now. Google, set a timer for 45 minutes.
Sure.
And already I have all of this here is produce from the garden. According to my book, Refreezing, I always thought if stuff in your freezer defrosts for some reason, you cannot refreeze it. And this is true, except there are exceptions. And I didn't know this, or at least if I did, I forgot. So In the unlikely case of an extended power cut, or if your freezer breaks down and cannot be repaired quickly, most foods will thaw in about 2 days, depending on the weather. It's probably going to be quicker here. Bread, cakes, and sweet pastries can be safely refrozen if they do not contain cream. If I ever knew that, I'd forgotten it. Cooked dishes cannot be refrozen. Ice cream and cream cannot be refrozen. Raw fruits can safely be refrozen, so that's okay. Raw meat, fish, and vegetables should not be refrozen. But what you can do with those is you can cook them all and then you can refreeze them. The reason that has grown so tall and then split in the middle is because I baked it in the wrong size tin. I did not have the correct size tin, so it went into a smaller tin, which meant that there was more mixture and it was more dense, and it actually took an hour rather than 45 minutes. I sort of expected that. I also made a marmalade cake, and that one has sunk in the middle, but that's okay because the recipe said it would. So it's meant to be like that, and you can pile that full of fruit and cream to make it a dessert. They are both for the freezer. Yay!